walk into this room at your own risk. Because it leads to the future. Not a future that will be, but one that might be. It has refinements, technological advances, and a more sophisticated approach to the destruction of human freedom. But like every one of the super-states that preceded it, it has one iron rule. Logic is an enemy and truth is a menace.
We, the people at the bottom of the pyramid, think very simply, and we don't have a lot of power, and we're not power hungry, and we don't think the way they do at the top. And I think it's really common for people to think that we're going to have some chance at overthrowing this plan that's been carried out since the 1700s, supposedly, probably earlier. I don't even trust those dates, but to really think that we have some fighting chance, and then to think that these people are on the front lines like Alex Jones and David Icke, and then not even to be the least bit suspicious that they'd be working with them, when they don't even take into consideration the amount of people that have died trying to get out the correct information, to speak out against it, the amount of people that have been assassinated for this, the real people that have put their lives on the line. And it's just a slap in the face when you know who's the fraud and who isn't, and that someone like me speaking out just over YouTube is putting their life on the line for you. And then for you to spite me, you know? Or to spite the other people that come out and speak out against Alex. Because we know what's going on. And you don't want to hear it. You don't want to believe it. But it's true. And I have been listening to Alex Jones for a long time now, and I always knew there was just something about him I didn't trust. Even though he put out the right information, I always knew he just wasn't a right guy. He wasn't who he said he was. I knew it. I knew it from the start. Because, first of all, of just how orchestrated and fraudulent his advertising techniques are, or his whole persona, the fake tones coming through at the beginning of the show is like, this is the Alex Jones show. Yeah, and then it's just so set up. You can just sense it, you can smell it, you can see it. And as much as I do know what's going on is the truth, I also know that there are people out there being paid to control the opposition. I mean, imagine yourself at the top, and imagine knowing that people are going to find out what you're up to. They already are. And they're going to start revolutions. They're going to stand up against it. Maybe not many, because a lot of people don't want to open their eyes. They don't want to see what's going on. But there are going to be a few. And those few can make a big impact. Now imagine that. And think, what would you do? Well, wouldn't it be perfect to set up false revolutions. I mean, even Alex Jones talks about false revolutions. He even talks about how governments openly do this, and yet you don't wake up. He uses Masonic symbolism in everything. And no one seems to notice or care, or they just ignore it, and it's so frustrating because I know what's going on. Like, I can see right through it, and basically they get a double laugh all the way to the bank. Because not only are they raping you of your money, but also of any power you might have or resistance, because they're not going to let you really take action. Like, yeah, people talk about it, yeah, they put posters up about it. What are they doing about it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because what do we feel like we can do? Well, I have a few suggestions. Not any I would put up here. But this kind of stuff doesn't get in the media. The real people, they don't get out in the media. If there was going to be a real revolution, it'd be something like Fight Club. Okay? It would be something like a mafia, like our own hidden society, because there is no freaking way that they're going to let people out in the open try to resist them. And I mean, I guess that's all I had to say about it. It's just, it's really upsetting to see all these blind people and to know that they're totally blind to what's really going on and who's really their friend and foe.